Hello everyone. First of all, it's great to be with you today. Although you've probably already gathered that I'm not actually with you today, and in fact I'm not even live, so sorry about that. But I am Peter Holbrook, that is who I am, and I'm Chief Executive at SocialEnterprise UK. Thank you for the invitation to be part of your conversations today, and I'm genuinely sorry that I can't actually be with you. I'm actually live conferencing at another event today in Birmingham, but I hope you all really genuinely know where my heart truly lies and where I'd prefer to be. Your conversations today are very important. They're principally exploring the policies linked to the well-being of your city and the people living and working within it. But you know, as I do, that we can no longer consider our needs in isolation from others. The interconnections that bind us and the interdependencies we share have never been more obvious and visible, and yet these big challenges and interconnections remain seemingly complex and really difficult to affect. I think in the last year, we've all seen the brutal inequity that exists within our society and across our communities. These inequities have been exposed more than at any point in my living memory. We've seen that as a consequence, yes, of the pandemic, but also as a consequence of the Black Lives Matter movement for racial justice, the death of a young woman on her way home in my home city, exposing the appalling levels of fear and violence with which half the world's population have to live. The gender gap in pay, the racial pay gaps, all of these things embarrass us all. The cronyism and corruption that too frequently hangs around power, the profiteering, the tax avoidance, the paralysis of social mobility, the social divisions of Brexit, migration, language, home ownership, and yes, flags too. We once again find ourselves at a really big junction in our collective histories. Do we continue as we were and keep on supergluing the economy back together with more bonds, more quantitative easing, more interest rate cuts, and go straight over those crossroads, refusing to look either left or right? Or do we stop and pause and think a little bit more about not just the direction of travel, but the whole purpose of the journey? There was a time when economic development went hand in hand with quality of life, life expectancy, human health and well-being. That same path now threatens our physical and mental well-being. It threatens our high streets, our town centres, our job security, our civic pride, and even our democratic institutions. Even our very existence, perhaps. It certainly has begun to erode trust and security, and a belief that with each new generation, life gets easier and gets better. But these things can change, and they will change, for they must change. It's about the relationship between economy, people, community, culture. It's about the distribution of power and wealth, and it's about the nature, and it's about the fundamental life support system upon which we will depend. One of the many reasons I love social enterprise is because in those two words, we understand the importance of intersectionality, the crossroads where environment, housing, work, money, joy, well-being, community, economy, art, culture all intersect. It's about how we build wealth that works for everyone, but how we do so in a way that further nourishes future generations, not leaving them vulnerable and exposed. It's about finding ways to generate value, but in ways that nourish the land, the sea and the air. It's about finding approaches that do create wealth and value, but in a way that strengthens accountability and our democracies rather than undermining them. All these things are possible, but we know that they are really not very easy. My last few words are basically to say good luck with your conversation today. I really look forward to catching up with you all and hearing about it, whatever conclusions you've reached and whatever lessons you think that we can learn from what's already being achieved in your fantastic city. Good luck. I'm sorry I can't be there, but I do look forward to being with you all very soon. Thank you.